How much time do I have? Alright, Randy. Final Fantasy. I need to like eat real fast too, because I came home, was doing other stuff. Didn't realize what time it was. About 10 minutes ago. What? I don't see anyone in chat yet, so I'm just gonna chill for a bit. Hi, Randy. Think you're here. Sorry, I am literally just like eating as fast as I can. So, how to do this in a way that I can finish eating. Hi, Randy. Ooh. All right.
Yee.
Thank you for your sub. Much love. Wait, could it? Why is it blurry? Much love. Alright, yeah, but like, this is dinner. This is dessert. I'm just trying to eat fast. Anyways. Blurred out. But are you saying I'm an improvement when I'm blurred out? This is what's left of my I don't feel like cooking weekend because it was so cold here. Randy, where'd you go? I don't see you in my list anymore. You never said that? Mm-hmm. Okay. What were we doing? How do we get there again? It's always your fault with the sound. Figure it was your eyeglasses. Oh my gosh. So, I really like these frames. I don't know if they suit my face or not, but I really like them. So I have this frame, which is just my astigmatism correction for when I wear contacts. I have this, which is my newest prescription. I have the same frames that fell apart with my slightly old prescription, and I have these same frames with my older prescription. And that's what I accidentally wore to work today. So I'm like, why can't I see the screen in the conference room? Yeah. It's because someone was wearing a 4-year-old prescription. It's amazing how bad your eyes go that quickly, right? Okay, so I have like 4 things, I guess. It's rude to talk with your mouth open. Hopefully we get some cutscenes. I need to go to the last vigil. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm still able to drive. Like, I'm legal to do that. It's just I was like, I can't see you. So people, like, walking in the hall, waving. I'm like, yeah, you look friend-shaped. So I'm like, yeah, you look like someone that I don't dislike. So... Okay, cutscene. Please have voices so I can just listen. Nope. Mr. Tiatu, you are coming a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it. But in any event, Sir Aymeric de Borrell, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Burrow, cordially invites Mr. Stiatu to dine with him at his estate. Like, freaking Prince Harry with his, like, 5 billion titles. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference are still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I actually have used this excuse once to not do something. Someone was like, do you want to do this? It was this formal event, and, formal-ish event, not quite formal, like cocktail, and I was like, I don't have anything to wear. I gained a lot of weight during the pandemic, and they were like, that's okay, wear whatever you want, and I'm like, you don't actually mean that. Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. Ahem. I shall send word of your acceptance to Boral Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum, and they will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Bye. So Timbit, how is it in... You're probably warmer than us, or maybe not. It was really cold. It's supposed to snow again. How lame is that? It's supposed to snow on... Wow, that's like out of the way. Saturday here. Which is fine. It's fine. We're fine. You know, who doesn't love snow? Greetings and well met, Mistress Tiatu. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head of steward of House Boral, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. The battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and posterity. Voices, voices, so I can eat. That is an awfully big table. It's a really nice table. It'd probably be, what, like $20,000? $100,000? How expensive do you think this table is? It's like wood. Assume solid wood. Okay.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Yeah, that's got to be like a $40,000 table. At least.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Do we not want to get poisoned again? Is that why we refused alcohol? We're being very suspicious, and we're not showing us what's going into that.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Why not join me on the next?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Are you going to be poisoned? Here, here. We are poisoned together.
May I ask a personal question?
Sure.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a Scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
What do I want for myself? This is like when they ask you at work, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, on a beach. I wonder what happened if you actually answered the question on a beach. Would they get mad? What do I want for myself? I want to be a fancy pants healer.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Is it
You must go to them,
Minthelia?
my friend, and I shall go with you.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Why would we be summoned for a random?
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she.
Now we get fancy cookies.
Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
This is being like, so let us enjoy the 5 seconds of respite we've earned. And 5 seconds over. Meh. Welcome, Mr. Siatu. Shall I show you inside the manor? How come he says welcome and the other one says well met? Alright, cutscene with voices? With voices? Wait. Did I see... That is his sister!
Yes.
Is that...
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister.
Did we never mention that Alphinaud was a twin? Surprise!
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
Not to the knee?
We had made good our escape, that I realized it was poisoned.
Ooh.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
I need another
We
napkin.
have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
Yes, I have fresh napkins behind me. Don't judge too much. It's very convenient just to keep napkins behind you in your
We
office.
came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
She hasn't
For
changed
all
her
our
clothes
differences,
either.
She's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer.
Aren't I a healer? Why can't I heal her?
The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascients. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
Garuda's a primal, right? Why do we care?
You must.
In fact, didn't we already
stop
kill
them.
Garuda? Or vanquish Garuda or something?
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Okay. Though the fates offered us the time to share our long-delayed drink, it would seem that the rest of my wine cellar will have to wait. As I am constantly reminded, there is no rest for the righteous. Misread that. However much we may change and grow apart, some bonds are unbreakable. Yes, like when you are told to kill Snape. Mr. Stiatu, my name is Solette. I'm sorry. No, she hasn't changed. Okay. Surely they wouldn't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeon. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortable of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. Or uncomfortably reminded. All right. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? All right. Eggnog, scrambled eggs, carbonara, or gold. I like eggnog, and now that it's not, well, I mean, it is winter, but it's not eggnog season anymore. We can't have it, and that makes me sad. I like eggnog. So, the warriors of darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda summoning that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loft Esnath, when they were confronting Nirvana, God, has this been their aim all along? Apparently. I have like allergies or something right now, which is very strange because I don't normally have winter allergies. But I've had a runny nose for a while. Anyway, and my arm feels much better. I got the COVID shot the other day, and I could not really raise my arm the other day. Anyways, feel so much better now. Master, what do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Lyra, will you accompany me to Zelphatol and help me stop the Excel's ritual? Me? Sure. Given that Ishkar shares a border with the Exile homeland, with the Exali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into Corthian lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelphatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Imric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Exali dredgeables are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelphatol's by way of mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zalphatal. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In the event Mistress Alice regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require and camp a Dragonhead. It's always a primal. Okay. I think we have flying unlocked there, right? Have you everything you require then? Excellent! The entrance to the pass is north of Nadalan and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed that House Fortemps Knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate is down. Lies open, but we need but walk through. Too much, nerd? Sorry. Wait. That has a thingy. I should beat it up, right? I don't really know what it had. A snake in the brass? What? What? Earn 10,000 serpent seals. Okay. Interesting. I obtained serpent seals for killing a single person. That's awkward. We have everything in hand here, miss. No need to worry. And may I say what an honor it is to work with you, miss? Already done. Beyond lies Ixali territory. We lower our guard at our peril. Beyond this gate lies the trail which will lead us to Zelphatal. According to my map, it looks to be a relatively straightforward route, albeit one through exceedingly dangerous territory. Okay. Mr. Siatu, Master Alphino, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelphatal and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be quick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal, but if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. Oh, seriously? Why is everything an instance? It's got some pretty legit music here. Huh? What? Don't go dropping rocks on my head like that. That is rude. Oh, she's gonna keep dropping rocks on my head. Again, rude. Why did it do that? Stop facing people when I target them and cast on them. Like, WoW does that. I turned that off a long time ago because it's so freaking annoying. Okay, oops. Oh, there's some stuff. They were not there before. Why couldn't the rock have fallen slightly further back and just, you know, smushed them for us? That would have been nice. I mean, for us, not for them. Oh no, don't die. Oh, he's actually our tank. Never mind. He should be better at using his coolies. Wow. Heal yourself, my dude. Interesting.
Away with you!
Alright, treasure coffer. That's a new style. You are in the way, Alpha Note. I want to look at this. Got bracelets of slaying. Alright, I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just being weird. I think I had too much sugar. This is what happens when I eat 2 cookies during stream. Ooh. I forgot. I need to... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I freaked my computer out. Alright, I needed... Oh, no, we're not doing that. I needed to look... Sorry, I needed to look at my temperature monitor, because I returned the CPU cooler I had last week and got a new one, and, like, this one's something, like, weird. Last night it was, like, cycling up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Wait. We had a second boss already? Or second checkpoint? So much I pay attention. It's a gooby! Gooboo. Gobby? Gooboo. Goob gaboo. Gaba. Whatever. I have a mount like you. Okay, we go this way, right? Wait, can we go down? Nope. Gobble gobble. Hey, that's not very nice. Don't drop things on people's heads as they're coming up to, you know, beat you up. Wait till they're in front of you. Imposing gate. Okay, yeah. Ooh, bone key. Choker of Slaying. Bye. Gotta beat you up too. I mean, at least they were polite and waited for us to come before deciding we were a threat. Fully resisting my stuns? You can do that? So oh, he's almost dead. Not bad. Oh my gosh. Stop that. At least I think I know now what it's causing. It's when I do an instant heal on someone who's behind me, my camera will switch to them, which is super. Ooh, that's a fancy trident? Bident? Stabby thing? This means go out. The not rescue. Presence in my no, it's this thing, asylum, yeah.
With you. Away with you.
Wait, what? What? I had him, like, he was dead. Oh, rude. This is not a shortcut if it doesn't put you immediately at the thing. lift elevator. How far back are we? Well, that sucks. Those are spikes, so should I be like here? When like they do like the blowback thing? Yeah! Alright, we figured that one out. Medica. What's this? Oh, that's Medica. Oh, it's a hot? What? Since when? That time I saw it, he was like, and like, took me out. How rude. You believe in me? Thank you. At least someone does, other than my cat. Right, just gotta not stand on the tank. You'll be fine. You got this. You can imagine, you know, like there's one of those boxing coaches behind me being like, yeah, you got this, man. Why is it on this side this time? Does it like switch sides? Yeah, it does, kind of. Only one can be up at a time. I did not mean to do that. It's okay. It'll be back by the time we get to the boss, right? Right? This is what I meant to hit. Oh, so tomorrow, we're probably gonna get the thing. Oh, never mind. We're at the boss. This can wait. Alright. Boom. Now that we know this is a hot for everyone, I do that instead of putting regen on the dum-dums. Just here. I thought it was just like a group heal. I mean, it's kind of like a big group here, but it's a group hot. That's far more cool. Because like regen is 18 seconds, and that other one was what? 15? Oh my gosh, it's totally worth it. Let's do that. We're doing that from now on. Oh, it's an additional effect, 100. Okay, and then this is 200. Oh my gosh, so worth it. Third time's the charm. Right, has it been 3 times? Not actually sure. Alright, the way is forward. Gloves of Scouting. The first mountain. There's relics over there. Okay, we're just gonna do this real fast. Excuse me. Ring of Healing. Ooh, ring. An air stone. It's probably something we pick up. Oh. That's weird. It's like a crazy zip line. Ooh, no, well, we probably have to go over here. Air stone. Now we're gonna zipline again on a relic, because we don't care about archaeologists. This is a long dungeon. Or is it because I failed one of the bosses 3 times? 2 times. A couple times. defeat Total Huatol. Total. Oh, yeah, Medica. This guy might need more. What? Don't stand on me, stupid. That's nice music. Oh, look, they're all standing on me, huh? No, no, stand on me. That is very mean.
Away with you!
Now I don't have to spend the entire time just putting renew on everybody. Amazing. Where's the one where I regain my my MP? Lucid dreaming. Okay, there we go. We did it? I did it! Alright.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Asians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
That's probably not true.
But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Told you. How come they get one more person in their party than we do? 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of them. We only get 4, so it's 2 more people. Right?
You!
They're cheating.
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Oh yeah, punch her, punch her. She knows she took aim at your sister.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No, no. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's
She must
the
be
way
really
of it.
cold.
Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
The man in what?
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Asians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
You know what? You should just tell them. Because that would be hilarious. If you just told us your evil plans. Instead of being all coy about it.
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it?
Nope.
Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Nope. I do not know. I don't pay attention. Hydaelyn's the
Across 10
planet,
of them, they were
right?
divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far.
Okay.
So the Asians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source.
So they're not even from our world? Go home. Why do you look like us anyways?
For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
I don't care.
Enough. I tire of talking.
He
You know
literally
our
just told
cause.
us.
You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we do. Go condemn a world that doesn't exist. Why are you still around?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
I was certain he was gonna monologue. What the frick was that? Well fought indeed. Lord Edmund will be pleased to learn that everything went according to plan. Not really. All quiet here, miss. Nary a peep from the birdman. At last I can breathe easy. As accompanied as we are to fighting the Exile, it isn't every day that we charge into their stronghold. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world, they must be ruined to ours? No. No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. Their sacrifice, the loss. It ends here. He wants to get out of the snow. I feel you. Forgive me, for this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can appraise Lord Edmund of our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Okay, bye. This game gets weird if like something goes onto the other side. Weeks. Sorry, I just cut. Alright. Ah, there you are. Shall we make our report? Yeah, let's do it. Wait, I thought you. Why are you at your sister's side? Though our principal foe lies defeated, we shall continue to keep order inside the walls and protect the citizenry. In that much, at least, the duties of the Temple Knights remained unchanged. Your deeds have scattered the dark clouds that have long loomed over Ishgard. On my oath, we shall not squander the bright future you have won for us. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us, Lyra. What news from Zelphatol? Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for who remained behind, Mistress Ishol... Yeah, that's not her name. Yshtola has been tending to Mistress Alice in your absence. I am pleased to report she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let us show you her room. To her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother. Interesting turn of events. Yes.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts.
I don't remember her voice sounding like that, but I like her voice more than Alphina's.
They told me you had departed for Zelphatol while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
Why can't we take them at their word? They told us. I mean, except that they look like us.
Fanciful at first, but it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of
That was a
Darkness
weird
mean to bring about another
break
calamity,
before she said yes.
to what end do they hunt primals?
Energy, right?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
Well, yeah.
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor-bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
There's more important things than fashion, Tataru. Would I be right in assuming that you have not spoken with my sister since one of the memorial services, was it? That would be correct. By the 12th, it seems like a lifetime ago. It's been about 2 years, I think. I should like to think that we have both grown since then. Maybe not 2 years. It's definitely been a while. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Are you looking hot? Oh, that's actually nice. Except that you're going to be freezing with your legs like that. Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praised at 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember at the stadium when the girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, please, sister, please. She was not my, Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? So it be. Another time, perhaps. It is an honor, Lyra. I realize we are barely acquainted, but having heard so much about you, it hardly feels that way. Pleasure to have you with us. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than last time we met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself, or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't, and that is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands, then, and see if a Rianger can be of assistance. Waking Sands, Thanalan. Oh, we do the prey return thing, right? No. Not Vesper Bay. This is like the new one, right? Oh, it is Vesper Bay. Can you buy more of those? Like, I just want to know. I guess there's a vendor here. Guess not. No, right into a cutscene. Ranger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming? What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goal with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the XL's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. That were wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Merlthor. Orgomro stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou. But in light of thine own discoveries, why does he speak so frickin' weird? Thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Lara. We couldn't have had this conversation via link, Pearl. Thank you for your counsel, Ranger. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. She knows. If I may, brother Ranger, is there anything else you would like to say? Yeah, don't bother me when I don't want you here. Alice? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I would make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Ador had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tales of a promising tome, the Garoon Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. She suspects something. by thy leave. He's possessed. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Doesn't, Ishtola have a thing for him? Ooh, we can buy a roll for 5,000. Okay, but I want more of these. The tickets. Wait, how do we get out of here? Yeah, there's something wrong with him. Oh, they're like literally right here. That had better be sulfur. Yeah, it smells like rotten eggs, doesn't it? Come, let us speak with Commander Bloweed and see if there's any truth to these rumors concerning Titan's return. You mean Titus? 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look like coming to a head, the science of the 7th dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. Eager to put me to work? Alright. So our friendly neighbors in Urgamaro have got much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for a little bugger, would you? Okay. Nope, nope. You spoken with the commander then? Yeah. Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Ariandra's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan's summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Alright, I want to know that. Can you buy more Vesper Bay tickets? Available for purchase? No. Market prohibited. How do you get more of these? You can't. These are the only way to obtain them. Oh, well that sucks. So you only ever get 30? Oh wait, so like a year ago they fixed this, so now you get 100 instead of 30? It was like a year ago. I don't remember when we got it. I think it was, we finished about 6. We took a long break. Okay, whatever. We need to find a kobold. There. Kobolding. Hey! Well, that was uneventful. Stay back. Oh, wait, fire back. I'm not a... Oh, it's no use. Pointless. Hopeless. No use. Kobold Tackwood? That was... Weird, I couldn't dismount. I kept going into the ground. Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. My God, are you like potioned somehow, transfigured? Slap him already, so he just talks to us. This was a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. God, she found me again. What to do? What to do? What to do? I come in peace, only to talk. Speak. Say, talk. So please, please, do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We got him. Fine work, scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pickman Gabu of the 620th Order. At least, I will be a Pickman. One day. Well met, Gabu. I am Alphino, and this is my sister, Alice. Lyra, the woman who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bloden here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why is it? And not to your own people. What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? I am, No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here. I promise. The patriarch, the patriarch's going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him. Fight him. Stop him. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said if they didn't have iron in their hearts, then he would serve as coke for furnace. And the guards took my parents and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Well, that's sad. Coke for the furnace? I didn't want to believe it, but I've heard tales of foci fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but loves his parents too, so please, help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. I think his parents are gone already. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan's submarine is imminent, and should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I tried talking to the others, but they wouldn't listen, so even though I was afraid, I came here. Do you know what? Did you know there are collectors who will pay a fortune for beastmen ritual artifacts? It is perverse. I have faith that we may yet stop their ritual. We would surely have detected the associated aetheric disturbances had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. That they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence, and we must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. What sort of twisted monster would consider a ritual focus a work of art, knowing full well how it was made? We called them be called the Beastman. I really hope we get to save Gabu's parents. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for him. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So, I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to the first cache. They're just chilling in plain sight. That hardly seems fair. Then again, they only have themselves to blame. Pray to see the crystals. Alice and I will stand guard for errant patrols. Yeah, they're right there. Just blow it up. Quickly. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way. It's a really low skybox. What are you waiting for? We stand lookout. You take crystals. If they find us, you'll protect me, won't you? If I did not know any better, I would say this crate was unguarded. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother. It's just that. I am quite certain that the crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Korthus to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect the crystals were smuggled into Vilebrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Thancred suspected. Thancred? I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alice said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the last and is very large, very big, very huge, and very large. He speaks like somebody. Gabi said the cache would be here, but unless it's remarkably well hidden. But there was here. We're here. Heaps and heaps and heaps of crystals. We should pack up the crystals and leave. Now, the kobolds could stumble upon our handiwork at any minute. Yeah. Kind of already did. You cast about for a time and you see no sign of the crystals. Confound it. What about you, Lara? Any luck? Or unless he was evil, is he going to turn on us? Nothing, but this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spotted saw. Think, brother. Think. They must have moved them. Yes, the question is where to and why. within Ogamaro, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again. That is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu. We will. But stay calm. We still have time. They had to call for the remaining crates. Yes, if they had, then they would have found the other crates empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan's summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them to Commander by Bloeden's custody. We do not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Can I just smash them with a hammer? Alphina is right. 'Twould be folly to deliver the kobolds over the very thing we sought to deny them. Mother, Father, we're coming. The crystals, Lyra, if you'd be so kind. We only have 2? There were so many more in those crates. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bloe on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there's an aetherite within Garo mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action, but if this is what you prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way. This way. What? Weird. Now the patriarch and my parents are there. I take it this is the aetherite we seek? Right then. As soon as Alphino arrives, we go. I trust you are feeling suitably heroic? Lyra, there's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clods. Briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will suffer not any further delays. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here? But how did you? Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Did he kill them already? Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace? You monster, how could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alice, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned the Overdweller's convenience. Outbreakers, all of you, liars, betrayers, oath-breakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of Aether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, and suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. But what about Gabu? I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. That's so sad. Please. Uh-oh. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up! Did Gabu summon them? Gabu might be controlling it this time. Seven hells. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, no. Leave him to me. We must away. Is that what teleportation looks like? We have a baby, and he saw his parents die. This is how you get supervillains. He's breathing, and I don't see any injuries, but I can't seem to wake him. By the 12th, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal just as surely as it would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems capable of naught but violence. If we had one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Aether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Orgoromoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Lyra, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Isn't this the third time? Thank you, my friend. Alice and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. Fight Will Lyra. I'm like level 63? So I'm gonna level sync down? Well, that's a Realm Reborn. Do I just do it again? Why not a DPS? That's new. Why does he have two faces? Okay. Well, shit. instance? How do I say... Party? My bad. I'm a sprout! I think that was like literally the same one. You still not talking? You're back, gods, what a relief. Ah, there she is. Did I not tell you she would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more? Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like this ever since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death, like any other thrall, such as the Alliance policy, yes. You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Issael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. But we can watch, wait, and pray. I just want to give him a hug! How awful. I know what happened. God's help me. I was there, but the thought that we might have to... 7 hells. He's just a child. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bloden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he'll be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I'd feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All is settled then. I'm glad to hear it. I'm not half as glad as my men'll be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he is summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in Maelstrom that ain't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, We were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive to think as we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. Now, I know you have a lot of places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Okay. He seems to have taken to Elise.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas.
I'm about to have a Simba, I'm all around you moment.
It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Sharlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Do we ever actually talk? Oh, I'll talk about Estinian.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
Kind of.
I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light.
As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
Can you imagine if we had like that many stars in our night sky? It would be like insane. And they're a lot more spread out and a lot more. Well, I mean, like we do, but like you can't see them because light pollution and they're too dim. You need a camera, and even like the Milky Way, it'd be. Why does he have like a Hadolin crystal thingy?
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither.
Do they all speak in riddles?
Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scions' thoughts, and thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Dun dun
Pray do not mistake
dun.
mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst
So he's
thou
from this
be
world.
of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
Is that us?
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
Who is her? Is it Minfilia?
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
She's a former scion. He was helping the Warrior of Dark.
It paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Should I know who this person is? I don't remember them. Oh, it's raining now. Yay. Alright. We're about at time. What ho, Lyra? I trust you had a good night's rest? Well, wait till what feels like the natural conclusion? And I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Estrella via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ashgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Amric believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into recent activities of other tribes, in case they are too flush with Ashgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where's Alice? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. There. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander of Bloden, something tells me you are not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander, and treat him with every kindness? He's still in there. I know it. Beneath the anguish and despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this couldn't have turned out a damn slight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will a Maelstrom command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to him, and I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can say or do. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alice. Thank you. He's just a baby. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he'll recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Justice for Gabu! Right, let's do it. Justice, justice, justice for Gabu. Return to the waking sands. Yeah, I have to use one of these. So I looked, you can't get more of them, and like a year ago, they let you get 100 and not 30, so that sucks for us. Oh well. Is the masked man a Reandra? Because that would be hilarious. We have heard the glad tidings of Agora Moro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lumensa may rest easy. I would like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warrior of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. As thou did request, I sought out the Gurren oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then out of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Can't you just say 13? Aye, all is as my lady Menphelia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they in the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow into the endless sea, there to endure as one none. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, the verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. For better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth to the source may be born anew, saved. Such, at least, is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystal have been delivered into the hands of certain Ala-Megan parties. Ala-Megan? Strange. Are you to believe this to be the works of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar. The individual who took receipt of the shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Ala-Megan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that the Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Eileen Roel's network of spies. That sounds familiar. I don't really remember the story. Surely you jest. And yet, it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and haunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Blair, Alice, will you come with me to little Alamigo? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves. Firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. She does not trust him. Alphanu, Alice, Lyra. Are you three listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. And then you have them. And the crystals too? A few remained, Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it would be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Amaric's men no longer have need of my services, I have mine to heed that way. As do we by happy coincidence. We have learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. Ah, wait a moment. There's more. I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Oral, the infamous Ivy herself. Just pretend. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishtola next, but there is someone else who would have me notify first. No, there isn't. See? I told you, Ian's a bad guy. We've known this for an entire expansion. Anyways, 9:30. So, next week, we shall pick up here. Yeah. It looks like we have some re-clears coming up, and then we're gonna take a break. That'll be good. Anyways, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your night. I hope you have a great Thursday and Friday. I know I'm going to. We have French dip at lunch tomorrow, and oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Anyways, good night, Timbit. Good night, Randy and others who are still here. Hope you all have a great night, and I will see you on Friday for some keys. Bye, guys. I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. And stream. Woo! Good night.